So Israel and Iran have been attacking each other, and to be honest, my brothers and sisters, we might be on the brink of World War III. So real quick, can we just
talk about like the political and economic state of the world right now?
It's right here. Israel's right here. Bye-bye, Israel! Bye-bye!
So how did this start? Well, it all started on Friday the 13th, literally Friday the 13th. Israel sent missiles to Iran which killed multiple Iranian generals and nuclear scientists. Now, according to Wikipedia, these missiles killed 90 people and injured over 300. Now, why did Israel do it? It's all because Israel saw Iran's advancements towards a nuclear weapon as an existential threat. Now, it is rumored that Iran was nearing weapons-grade uranium, prompting fears that Iran is going to develop a nuke. Now, it is widely believed that Israel has nukes. So let's just assume for the sake of this analogy I'm going to make that Israel does have nukes. Now Israel killing these Iranian generals and scientists because they might be developing a nuke is like imagine you and your neighbor have a dispute and that neighbor is Israel. You know that your neighbor has a gun. So you're now on your way to the gun store and before you even enter the door, your neighbor kills you because you were going to buy a gun. Now they don't know if you're going to use it. They don't know what your intentions are with you having a gun, but by you trying to arm yourself, you pose yourself as a threat to your neighbor, so your neighbor kills you before you even get that chance. So let me pose this question. How is it ethical that your neighbor has a means to protect themselves, but you get killed for trying to get yourself a means to protect yourself? I just want to pose that question to the viewer, and I also want to pose another question to the viewer. Are you going to leave a like on this video? I need that like for the algorithm, so please leave a like on this video. But getting back to this serious conversation, right? In my opinion, right, if every country has a nuke, then everyone will be forced to be nice to each other. Do you know why people say don't mess with Texas? It's because you don't know who's packing. If you assume everyone has a gun and you yourself are armed, you know you have the means to start a conflict and end it or be ended by the conflict. So this whole situation makes me think to myself, why is it okay for Israel to supposedly have nukes, but Iran can't have nukes? Now from the Israeli point of view, I understand that with Iran having nukes, you don't know whether or not Iran intend to completely eradicate Israel, just like the neighbor in this analogy. Your neighbor doesn't know whether or not by you having a gun, you're intending on killing them, but like what I said previously, how is it fair that your neighbor is allowed to be armed but you can't? So I can understand that by Iran supposedly developing this nuke, they posed a threat to Israel, but Israel is already a threat because they are believed to already have nukes. So let me just get back to the timeline of events, right? Israel attacked Iran based on the belief that they may be developing a nuke. Donald Trump then tells Iran not to respond, which is silly because they've just been attacked and you're telling them not to hit back. And what did Iran do? They sent missiles to Tel Aviv in response to Israel's initial attack. Now no one on this earth can paint Iran to be the villains because they responded to a threat. Now imagine if China launched an attack on the Pentagon because they heard rumors that America was planning on attacking China. How do you think America would respond? Let me ask you, the viewer, if America was in Iran's position right now and they got attacked by China, do you expect them not to hit back? And let me give you a real life example. Trump, bro, you put a tariff on China and how did they respond with that? They responded with a counter tariff, which made you respond with a counter tariff, and China hit you back with a counter tariff. So Trump, you hit China first, just like how Israel hit Iran first. When you hit China first, they hit you back and you couldn't sit down and take it. You hit them with another counter tariff. Now you expect Iran to just sit back and take it, bro? Like hell no, bro. They are within their right to fire back at Israel, just like how you countered China's counter tariff. And when I first heard about these attacks, I started to watch this TV show with my uncle called The News, and we literally watched the missiles hit Tel Aviv on Al Jazeera live. Now my uncle is in his 70s, so he was born after World War II. Bro, I'm still in my 20s and I'm about to witness World War III. How is it possible that I'm living a life where it's damn near impossible to find a job? It took me a year to finally get my current job as a finance intern, and the job I do have could very well be replaced by AI because it's based in accounting. Now I'm I'm on the verge of going through a war which literally nobody wants. And we can see that America and Europe is allying itself with Israel, and Russia as well as the Middle Eastern countries are allying themselves with Iran after all of this went down. Now you can't tell me that we're not weeks away from World War III. We're literally on the verge of World War III. And now I need to show you guys these tweets which are popping up on my timeline. I'm not going to read the first one, but we got Bernie Sanders saying, talks to address Iran's nuclear program were planned for Sunday. Instead, Netanyahu launched illegal strikes on Iran, killing a top ceasefire negotiator, undermining US diplomatic efforts, and putting countless innocent lives at risk. We can't be dragged into another Netanyahu war. And then we got people having a gassed reaction to the Iran military saying that we've arrived after the attacks on Tel Aviv. Now honestly guys, I just think this is outrageous. We're about to witness a third world war. I don't know how peace can be achieved by this whole thing. And honestly speaking, Israel, bro, like, it's bad enough what you guys are doing in Palestine, and now you're just attacking Iran. Now they might have been developing a nuclear weapon. I don't know. We don't know. Maybe they may have been developing a nuclear weapon, but if Israel already has nukes and now your ops get nukes too, then I guess y'all are both on level playing field because you both have nukes. And I understand that countries have political alliances and all that type of stuff, but honestly speaking, bruh, this, you can't justify this. You can't ally yourself with Israel after seeing them do all of this. But yeah guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I hope you guys left a like on this video. This is my first, I don't know if it's my first, it's probably my first political video I've ever made. So yeah, hopefully you guys live to see tomorrow and we don't get a third world war. Life is hard enough as it is. And yo, Israel, bro, just stop all of that, bro. Just stop doing all that random stuff, bro. But yeah guys, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, and I hope we eventually find peace some way. You know what, I'm going to end this video by showing what Hayne says about the cycle of revenge.
As I said earlier, what I want is to create peace and bring about justice.
You killed my master and my sensei, hurt my friends, destroyed my village. After all of the horrible things that you've done, don't you dare talk about peace and justice!
Then tell me, what is your goal?
First I'm gonna kill you, and then I'm gonna bring peace to the ninja world!
Oh, I see. That is noble of you. That would be justice. However, what about my family? My friends? My village? They suffered the same fate as this village at the hands of you, Hidden Leaf Ninja. How is it fair to let only you people preach about peace and justice? You and I are the same. We're both motivated by our desire for peace and justice. The justice that I have delivered against the Leaf Village is no different from what you are trying to do to me. Everyone feels the same pain when losing something dear. You and I have both experienced that pain. You strive for your justice, and I strive for mine. We're both just ordinary men who have been driven to seek vengeance in the name of justice. And if one comes to call vengeance justice, such justice will only breed further vengeance and trigger a vicious cycle of hatred. So, Naruto, how would you confront this hatred in order to create peace?